Welcome, guys. It's another episode of the Neutral Corner, proudly sponsored by Treasure Boxing Club. It's Danny Glover.
It's Big Lex.
And today we've got the young protege, cruiserweight, Lucas Lights Out Roehrig. Welcome, guys. It's another episode of the Neutral. How you doing today, man?
I'm all good.
Welcome, man. So I always do this clap by myself, man. I thought Dan would have jumped on board, but yeah.
No. But no, thanks for coming, man.
Welcome.
Yeah, man. Welcome to the Neutral Corner. I see you just come back from Gibraltar.
That's correct.
Yeah, so I see you with the monkeys and that on the balcony.
My good friend Luke Ramos got married. He's also my corner man. So congratulations to Luke Ramos. Happy married.
Okay, congratulations, man.
Congratulations, Ramos,
yeah, man. So yeah, because that place, I recognised it. Was that on sort of like on the hill going up?
Yeah.
Because I think that one when I did a tour going up to the monkey village thing, they said that like I don't know if it was Frank Sinatra or someone got married in them in that sort of region in that one of them buildings. Like it was some big celeb type that he was in.
I know Dylan White had a fight there as well.
Yes. Yeah. And Frank Warren done another show there not too long ago, earlier this year as well. So yeah, it's a nice place. I was there in May. And it was a very nice country.
Monkeys jump on you.
Yeah, a couple of them, but some of them they're big, man. They're massive. Yeah. Like and they're a bit. Yeah, you gotta be careful. But yeah, that's a nice thing. But yeah, man, we're gonna let everyone know more about you, know your full story and that, get to know you more, and it's nice, good conversation. So first off, let everyone know sort of about whereabouts you're from and how old you are and your background and that.
22 years old.
22, fit me, big 20.
Northwest London, High Road. And started boxing around the age of 11. And then we're here now.
Yeah. So how was, what part of Northwest you from? Like,
So High Road, near the Notting Hill area.
Okay.
So where Carnival happens.
High Road's a long road, isn't it?
That's it.
So it goes, starts in Notting Hill.
Towards Kilburn.
Okay, so Mozart, yeah. Okay, yeah, I know that area. So yeah, I think, because funny enough, we was talking earlier, we was talking about the sponsor, Ashley Fearfane, because you know him very well. So so how was it growing up around Mozart and around Northwest as a young lad?
You know, it's good. It's a good place to live. You know, you got things all around. But I would say in that area, in that estate, there's not a lot of role models for athletes that are, very prominent. So that's why when there's someone like Ashley Fearfane that's from the area doing extremely well, he's a big inspiration. He's someone that myself and a lot of the younger lot, even those who would play football, basketball, boxing, all sports, would look up to him.
Yeah. So then how was like, what schools did you go to, like infant, primary?
I went to Queen's Park Primary School, so that's in the Queen's Park area, and then I went to Quinton Kynaston.
Where's that?
It's more towards Kilburn, St John's Wood. And then they changed it because there was such a bad school. They had a new school come in, and that was Harris Academy. There's loads of them all about.
Oh yeah, my son went to one in Dulwich.
And it got turned into one of them, and then ended up being Harris Academy.
Okay. So then, what was that? Your secondary school?
That was my secondary.
So what type of student was you? Was you very academic? Was you one of the sporty ones?
I would say I was a sporty student.
Yeah.
Even though I wasn't academic, and it was never my plan to do university or everything, I always saw a path in athletics. I done quite well in terms of GCSEs and all that. I kind of just, even though I'd failed all my mocks, I kind of just, last couple of months, I said, I really need to fix up, put all the effort in. And I've done my due diligence where I was studying and then done everything. And I got like A's and B's, and it surprised me. I was like, wow, I'm actually not as stupid as I thought.
Do you think it's more of like an application? It was more if you weren't applying yourself.
Yeah, and I remember just my basketball coach, he told me something. He said, the way even if you don't like school, you have no choice but to do it. And the way you like perform here is, it's like it's not about failing or succeeding. It's the effort you put in. You'll see the result you get out, and then that will be, you'll carry that on for the rest of your life.
Yeah, so it's like a characteristic.
Exactly, a characteristic. So he said, even though you might not like it, just show that characteristic where you can still get something done, even though you don't like it, and you know that will benefit you in the long term.
Yeah. So being around like that type of school and that, did you get into, because what, you was on the basketball team, I imagine?
Yeah.
You got that kind of...
No, I was researching him earlier, and that's the first thing that come up. You been playing basketball. How what was the level you got up to, or was it just school? Or?
School, went to a couple of basketball trips, played in Spain. But I always mention basketball because I always say one of the person that kind of, you know, pushed me as an athlete and just as a person in general was my basketball coach. Yeah. So before like a boxing coach or anything, he was a big mentor, you know, Coach Jack. He was a big mentor for a lot of kids. I think he's like the head of Greenhouse now, Greenhouse Basketball, like charity organization. And that was more so, like I wasn't a great basketball player. I knew I wasn't ever gonna make it. Like you see those brothers in America, like compared to UK, we're like baby food, we're nothing.
What position did you play? You look like a centre.
Power forward.
Powerful. I was gonna say that.
I was thinking point guard for some reason.
Nah, petite. I
was small as a boy, so I did start off point guard. Yeah. And then I growed into the role, but I wasn't a good shooter. I wasn't very slick with everything. I was more aggressive, athletic.
You drive to the basket.
Drive to the basket, and that. But I just mentioned that because he was a big influence on me as a person. You know?
Okay.
Have you watched a film called Coach Carter?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Legendary film.
Legendary. I love that film. But yeah, go on.
So then, how did you then transition into boxing? What made you sort of transition into boxing?
I would say, so from the years of 11 to 16, I was always involved with boxing where I had, but I wasn't fully committed, if you understand. I didn't see a future because, you know, boxing's a bit of a weird one where it's not like football, where if you're talent or if you're any good, you're going to be put in an academy. There's a system that really, you
didn't see it, basically.
I didn't see it. I was like, what are people doing? You're meant to fight to like 18, 19, 20, not get paid. And like, where do you go? And because I don't have no family members that were into boxing or any specific friends that were like, this is what happens. Everyone's like football, you know, you're gonna make it. That's how you do it. So from 11 to 16, I was like, I just want to learn how to fight. So I had like 13, 14 bouts with All Stars Boxing Club, which is where Ashley's from. And I loved it. You know, it's a great feeling when you win in boxing, even as an amateur in a 3-round fight. It beats all the feelings of winning as a team, winning like a basketball match, football match. And so you do get, you know, you're like, oh, this is a good feeling.
Is it because it's like an individual sport, would you say?
Yeah, it's an individual sport. And, you know, as a kid, you're thinking it's just a fight. So, you know, when it's like if you win a street fight, you get that adrenaline rush and then you get those dopamine after, like, I just want to fight. So
I can tell with your boxing style, you seem very intense. So did you have quite a few street fights when you're growing up then?
Yeah, I'd like the odd street fight, you know, just dude, you know, you and the boys go out and then things just happen. But I'm not an aggressive person. I'm quite a passive person. Outside the ring, I'm quite, you know, never look for trouble. But of course, with growing up, you're going to get into street fights. And so it did replicate the same feeling you get of the adrenaline, dopamine. And, you know, it was, especially the pat on the back, you know, after you win, from the coaches, from the elders, it's, you know, it's a big thing.
So was you under Mr. Akai then?
No, I come just in after. So Mr. Akai was ill at the time when I come. So I was predominantly trained by his son, Jamal Akai, Steve, his son Muff was there, he was running the gym. You had Taron, you had a bunch of great trainers there.
Okay. So sorry, going back a bit. So after school, did you decide to go? I know you said you didn't think about going uni and that, but did you stay on to like sixth form or college or anything like that at all?
No, I went to do a plumbing apprenticeship.
Okay.
So plumbing apprenticeship, and then so I was going up to Croydon to like traveling all the way up to Croydon.
What,
to
Croydon College?
Yeah, Croydon College.
Yeah.
Croydon College, and then I was working like at Cliff. But I think this was towards like COVID times.
Okay.
So the problem with that is colleges were closed, so they just had us working, and it was pretty much I'm meant to be learning plumbing, and so you're getting an apprenticeship, you're getting like £6 an hour, and then they're pretty much making me just do labouring the whole time, like the 3-4 months I'm there. So it's like I've like a Polish boss. I'm like, when am I gonna learn plumbing?
Oh,
He's got me labouring.
Yeah, I got you.
And then it's just like, after a while, I just had an argument with him. He's like, "Kurva, da 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 da," and then I'm like, I'm done with this.
Right, he's about to drop the kurva, you know. Oh my God.
I'm done with this.
Sorry, where are you from? Your background and stuff, your parents and...
My mum's French.
Okay.
And then my dad, his father's Iranian.
Okay.
And then his mum was half Nigerian, half Scottish.
Raw.
So it's a bit of a weird mix.
No, because like, when I saw you, I knew there was some black in you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw. I knew.
So my dad's mixed race, but mum's French.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my mum.
Yeah. So, because I know your surname is a German surname.
French German. Yeah.
Oh, it's French German.
Where she lives in France is the north of France. So Strasbourg was it's like right near the German border.
Okay.
So like during the war, it was taken over and then it became German. And then it got taken back and it's French. So like over there, they speak French and German.
French Alps? No, because Switzerland, you can get in from Switzerland to Germany as well, can't you?
Belgium, they speak both German and French as well.
Correct,
the Flemish at the north side, like Antwerp.
It's the Alsace, like Alsatian.
Yeah. Okay, so what part of Nigeria is your grandparent from?
I'm not quite sure because she was in foster care, so she didn't really know her
side.
family.
Yeah, got you.
But yeah, I think my dad's lived here all his life as well.
Yeah.
What about siblings?
I have one older sibling.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So then, when you was at All Star, so how many amateur bouts did you have in total? Sorry.
50.
50. So then, how many did you have with All Stars?
13.
Okay. And then after, you decided to move to Del Youth.
Yeah. So what happened? So we see what I told you, I was on the plumbing apprenticeship.
Yes.
So that's like, from 16 to 17, and then I was like, "Man, this ain't for me." And then I was like, I need to find something here where otherwise I'm gonna be left in a dark hole where I don't know what I want to do. So that's when I had one of my friends. He was like, "Oh, you should go, box," because at this time I hadn't boxed for I think like 2 years, from like 15 to 17. So I was like, he told me you should come back to boxing. There's a gym around the corner. It's right by Grenfell, Labatt Grove. It's only like 10 minutes away. You should come here. I've been going. So I decided to go. And I was like, this is the chance where I need to 100% fully commit. And, because I always knew I had talent, but it's just, your mind has to be 100% on boxing. So I came to Del. I love the people there, I love the coaches, and it was definitely a gym where it was like, you come here, we want you to win, we want to enter tournaments, and then you're there to win national titles, box cups, and represent, because Del Youth has a massive pedigree. Just had 2 world champions in the last decade, in George Groves and James Degale. They even claimed Dubois in a way, even though he was a bit mix and match.
Yeah, mix and match. He started off at my club, the Lynn.
Yeah, the Lynn. Yeah. He was a bit everywhere.
Yeah.
I say his dad's the only one that can claim it.
Yeah, because he went Repton. Yeah, he went. But I remember your club was good. Obviously, I'm the same age as James, and then there was Nobby Kane.
Yeah, Nobby Kane.
He was around my era as well. He was in my weight class, even though I'm a lot heavier now. But yeah, I was meant to fight him. I called him out, but he ducked the smoke.
He didn't want the smoke.
He didn't want it. You know what I mean? But we can run it back. We can run it somewhere. You know what I mean? But, no, I'm joking. But big up. No, Nobby Kane was a good fighter, actually. I see him stop quite a few men, so he was actually a good fight. So Del Youth always turned out some good talent, especially as we're talking like James Degale. He won the ABAs back to back, and then he was trying to do the third, and then George come and done it back to back straight after.
He won back to back.
So that's 4 years in a trot with your club. So yeah, man. So because I heard that when you was with All Stars, it was kind of like a mixed bag, like with results and that. And then once you went to Del Youth, you just ascended.
Yeah. It's like I wasn't a standout. I think maybe with All Stars in the 13 fights, I won a London and then a London title, but then would get beat each time by like some young gypsy boy that would just be dominating the youths and the thing. So yeah, and then when I went to Dell, obviously I'd now kind of matured and starting to get into my man body, and then I done a year in the youth with them, won the Londons, got to national finals, and then done seniors, and then done my last 2 years seniors with them. And it's very active, had about 40 fights with them.
Yeah. But one thing I will say when you're talking about that, there has always been a thing for years about when you're in the juniors and youths, when you're fighting travellers, that they've been notorious for not being the exact age they say they are. A lot of them are born in January the 1st. But once you become a senior and the man strength starts leveling out, that's when you start getting them wins.
Big difference.
So sometimes they're a couple years older than they're meant to be. Because they wasn't going to school back then. Now that a lot of them are more integrated into the system, but back then there was a lot of skepticism. You see a lot of beards in year 8. But no, big up the travellers, man. So then when you went whilst you was at Del Youth, what sort of countries did you sort of travel whilst you was doing a lot of the international system?
Well, we didn't. Del Youth don't really do like they didn't really go to any box cups outside the country.
No, but when you got on the sort of squads and that.
On the Sweden, done box cup in Sweden, Spain.
What's that, King of the Ring?
Yeah, King of the Ring.
Yeah.
Boxing, Spain. That was with England team.
Yeah.
When I got into the England team. And then, it was... And then when I got onto the GB team, for the only short time I was on there, it was quite quiet because it was the Russia-Ukraine drama going on. So whatever tournament Russia was in, England wouldn't be able to go.
Yes.
So it was a bit disappointing for the athletes. And I think that's just in general when politics gets involved in sport. So I didn't go on any box cuts with GB.
Okay. Oh, that's unfortunate, man. But your amateur career, some of your most notable fights.
Alamasi.
You stopped Ali Smezem in the King of the Ring tournament in Gothenburg in the Sweden Box Cup. Did you win that? Oh yeah, you said you won that whole tournament.
And then I boxed the Ukrainian in the final and I won that.
Yeah. You beat Alex Arthur Jr. Yeah. Alex Arthur, the former world champion, Scottish. You beat his son in the I didn't know what tournament, but you beat him, so that's a good win there. I think this Isaac Oko, Derek Chisora's nephew.
No, no, that's not. His dad was a pro boxer. Chris Oko or something. Yeah. We boxed twice.
Okay.
I beat him once, he beat me once.
Okay. So because I saw that it said RSC, so do you think...
that was from a nosebleed.
Oh, is that what they did it for?
In the youth.
These refs, man, they're so hard. That's a wind up. And then it seems like I don't know, in the future you might have a bit of a rivalry. There's a guy, a Nigerian guy called Olamiji Shitu. I know you boxed him 3 times, and then I think he won twice. And the last time you boxed him, you beat him. Yeah. So that's
we boxed more than that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I only beat him once.
Yes.
And we fought like four times, and he's on GB team now.
I see. Yeah,
I think he's the only him and that Johan Caesar. They were the only 2 that beat me as a senior. But it was just always his style that I could never get a grip with as an amateur. Yeah, always. Sometimes, most of the time in your amateur career, you always come across that one person that just got the better of you, that's got your number. Especially where some people are more suited to the amateur style, and it's just what it is. And I think with his style and everything, he's done well and he'll continue to do well.
Yeah.
Or his attributes are made for that system.
Yeah, well, over 3 rounds, you have a hard time. But obviously, if it was pro and you'd have more rounds,
Of course,
it's just different sport.
Different sport.
Yeah. But he looks good from what I've seen. You beat Folon Rahil in Ireland in the Elite Haringey Box Cup finals as well. So that's another good win. And then as you was talking about in Spain, Palencia, that Johan Caesar, he's the French Guadeloupe. Guy. But then what was funny, what I don't understand, the scorecards was very strange. So I need to know what happened in this fight, because you got so 3 judges gave him 29-28. Yeah. You got a 29-28 thing, and then you got a 30-26. So did you give him a standing count or something? Because one of the judges have you 4 points up.
Yeah, I gave him a standing count, and then what lost me the fight is the English judge gave him that round. In where the first round I gave him a standing count. Yeah. And then you see the English judge, she gave him 29-28.
Stanley Griffiths.
Yeah, it's a woman, right?
Yeah. No, Hillary Lissenden.
Yeah, woman.
Yeah.
So she gave him that round, even though I gave him a standing count. Clearly won that round, and that's what lost me that fight, because I lost on a 3-2 split.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember that was like my first tournament for England. And I boxed him, and he's like an outstanding amateur. He's done, a lot of good things, won the Europeans, all of that. And then I was like, this amateur stuff, I'm done with it. And I even got in trouble because I went to the judge when they'd done the medal ceremony, and I was like, what were you seeing? And I like questioned her, and then of course there's, they're meant to be, but I was like,
you got called in the office.
Some of these judges, especially some of these amateur judges, I don't think they've ever boxed in their life.
No, they haven't. And
they
there's
just
always
need
been
people, because there's a lack of, so they'll just sign up anyone. Maybe some of these people want free holidays.
Jet 2 is going right. Yeah, no, there's always been amateur system. If you ask anyone, there's always been some funny decisions going on, and you don't know what's going on. You don't know what kind of brown paper bags is going on. But yeah, it's always been, everyone can tell you a story. I've even won a robbery. I won a robbery. I remember there was a fight.
On a robbery.
I won a robbery. There was a fight. I know I got beat every round. Yeah. No, but I'm keeping it a buck. My career's done. So I'm saying it was a rep match against the army, and the guy was pinging me up easy. I probably landed about 2 good shots in the fight, and it was 4 2s. And then I thought, yeah, whatever, it's done. And then in the red corner, and I looked at him, and he's looked at me like, I looked at him like, rah. But I've lost a few robberies as well, so I'm thinking, rah, at least I got one back.
It levels out.
Wait, level out. I got robbed way more. I won one robbery though, so it's one of them ones, one of them sports, unfortunately. So you won the NABGC Class D, where you beat Dimitru Shushinshi, because I know that tournament's the NABC, but they've added the G into it. What does that stand for? You don't even know, because I know it's the National Amateur Boys Club. Thing. Yeah, it's the same thing. They just added something into it. So that's because before it used to only go up to Class C. Yeah.
Boys and girls, that's what they're probably.
Oh, okay, yeah, boys and because there's a lot of girl. Yeah, back then there weren't girl boxers. And then in the quarterfinals in the national elites, you fought well-known prospect as well, Elliot Elimasi. Yeah. As well, and you won that one. So how did that fight? How was that fight for you?
It was a good fight, but it's a bad fight in another way, because it was the national semi-finals. Won every round, but ended up leaving the fight with an eye injury. So then I couldn't proceed to the finals. No, I think that was the quarterfinals, right?
Yes.
That was the quarterfinals.
Yeah, the quarterfinals, yes.
I couldn't proceed to the semi and then to the finals. So in a tournament, if you win a fight, it's not about winning a fight, it's about winning a tournament. So even if you bow out on an injury, it's a loss, in terms of the grand scheme of things. Because, in the amateurs, it's more so about you know, rather than an individual fight, it's about racking up the titles.
Yes.
So,
How did the injury come about? Was it head clash or
yeah, head
punch?
clash.
Oh, okay.
So it was just one of those things.
Okay, I was a head clash. Okay, I'm glad you cleared that up because
I know you're talking some crap.
no, I'm not saying. No,
He's talking about Dela Messi.
no. I've never asked him.
I know in the interview you said something like, he lost the fight, and I lost the fight, but
he won the war or something.
Won the war, something like that.
I haven't seen that, but I just know that he sent someone a picture of saying, because they found out you beat them, and they showed a picture of your eye after the fight. So they're like alluding to look how he left and I left. So I was like, okay.
Well,
yeah,
it's
no,
boxing though, so
He lost every round though. He was.
But it's like a street fight, you know. Some people,
yeah.
say I'm mashing up a brother and he hits me once and then busts my lip and he starts. Look, I won the fight. No, you didn't win the fight. Just because I'm bleeding don't mean you win the fight. Calm down. So yeah, with then so that's when you said you're decided to go pro then.
Yeah, because I just, you know, it was another 4 years to, you know, keep, you know, grinding, trying to, you know, win titles and, you know, put my position up, because, you know, the end goal for any amateur fighter is, you know, to get on the Olympic team and be in the Olympics, because that's what's going to get you in the pro, the massive contract and, you know, all the sponsors and everything. So I realized I'm young, I'm 21, might as well jump into it now. And, you know, just, especially when George come to me, and I definitely think it was the right decision.
How did that come about, George coming to you?
I had another good friend of mine, Magic, which is Dylan White's.
Oh, Michael Magic.
Yeah, Michael Magic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he was wanting to sign me. He said, after this tournament, go professional, you know, and make it happen. And so I was initially going to sign with Michael Magic, you know, because, you know, he's, you know, coming to all my tournaments, everything. And I didn't think that George was on table because, you know, he didn't show really no interest into signing fighters. But then when I made it public, like to the coaches, that I'm going to go pro after this, then I got back to George. And then George said, you know, had to sit down with me, and he said, I think you're a very talented fighter. The link with Del Youth, I think it's great. We can definitely make something happen, and I'm willing to take the risk, put myself out there, and, you know, go on this journey with you. So I was just like, it's a no-brainer. You know, we're both from Del Youth. George is a very sophisticated, intellectual person, you know, in terms of boxing and outside. So I thought, you know, I'll be in safe hands with him, and it's a great story as well.
Yeah. So I noticed with Del Youth, from what I remember it being, it seems to be very, it's upgraded a lot of its facilities.
Yeah.
So when did that happen? And has it moved location or something?
It's moved location.
Okay.
So that was after Grenfell, because the gym was right underneath Grenfell.
Oh.
So when the fire occurred, then obviously the gym was damaged as well. Obviously I wasn't there because I only come in the new gym.
From All Stars, from the new gym?
Yeah, from the new gym. So obviously the government, they helped fund. And then I think there was even on the TV program where they were building the gym. And then now it's a nice modern gym, we've got modern facilities.
Yeah.
And yes, it's the place we currently use to train.
Yeah, because I didn't actually know that it was how it looked until I saw, shout out Gunman Boxing, when he came down to your gym and did like a little documentary with you guys, and I was like, oh wow, this is like proper, like state of the art. It's looking really nice up in there. So yeah, it's because at first I remember when you was coming down for sparring down the McGuigan's, and you were saying you're still at Del Youth, I was thinking, not sure being at an amateur gym when you're turning pro is going to be the right, but when I've now seen what it looks like, that's definitely, it can work for pros.
Definitely. And we've just put a speed bag up there. We put some kit out, some new equipment. So everything you need in a pro gym, we've pretty much got now.
Yeah. Okay. So then you fought in Harrow Leisure Centre on what was it? The Mark Nielsen and John Treffaway card, and you stopped the guy in the third round. Shout out Basic Kid, because I remember he came to your debut as well. You know Base?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he was at there. So yeah, you stopped the guy in the third round. So yeah, how did that feel you know, turning pro and having your first pro bout?
It was amazing. Definitely, there was a lot of build-up leading up to it, where, you know, usually as a debut, you'll fight someone with a losing record, or, you know, per se a journeyman, someone you know you're gonna beat. But George decided, you know, to throw me straight in there. Fought a 2-time former English champion.
Yep, Joe McIntyre.
You know, with a good winning record, I think like 21 wins, 9 losses, something like that, and fought a multitude of people. And, you know, so it was good to really show, because, you know, being George's first fighter and, you know, his first person that he's repping, you know, you really got it was pressure, but good pressure to show, you know, why is he signing this kid? Why is he training and managing this kid? You know, is he really the real deal? And does he have the talent that George think he does? So it was definitely the debut we would have wanted.
Yeah, because Joe McIntyre, yeah, I know he went points with Shakan Pitters, Dex Spellman.
Yeah.
I remember I was in Newcastle when he actually fought Lyndon Arthur. That was the only person I remember stopping him.
Yeah.
And yeah, because I remember he beat Miles Shinkwin for the English title. So yeah, he's been around. So when I saw that he was fighting him in your debut, I was thinking, rah. But because I'd seen how I'd seen you perform in the gym and stuff, I was confident, but I thought you would probably win on points. But then when you stopped him, I was like, yeah, that's very impressive, man. So yeah, that is a serious scalp in your debut to fight a 2-time English champion, someone who's fought for a British title as well, because he fought the guy Boatsi beat for the British title, Liam Conway. Liam Conroy, sorry. So yeah, and then your second bout, I was at that fight in Wembley Arena, and you stopped him also in the 3rd round. It's a very impressive performance. That was on the Boxer card on Sky Sports. Yeah. And then you boxed, so then also, you fought in Stamford Bridge. Yeah. In the, what was that thing called? Yeah, against the American. That was in that when Roy Jones was there and Spencer Oliver. So how was that fighting, on the west side, sort of near your area? How was that experience for you?
It was very cool. It was very, very cool.
Wait, Chelsea Stamford Bridge.
Yeah.
Southwell Coast.
And the whole, just the thought, everything, America vs UK, being in Stamford Bridge, it was really, really cool. And then when we got there, I don't know, in my mind, because I'm thinking Chelsea, Stamford Bridge, I don't know, I'm thinking football pitch, I'm thinking and then it's like in the parking lot of Stamford Bridge. And it's just giving me like Fight Club energy. It's like ceilings low, and then like there's barriers, and then the ring's just not even that high up. And I'm just thinking Fight Club. But it was those experiences, just, you love them. Definitely something you look back on.
But it's similar to my experience. Like what I do a little fake thing, because I say that I boxed in Croke Park, because I did box in Croke Park, but I boxed in this like ballroom, like probably where the VIP, the what do you call it?
Hospitality.
The hospitality room. So I boxed in there against Ireland, didn't it? But I say Croke Park. I'm not lying, but it's not Katie Taylor style Croke Park. But But so it's one of them. But no, it was a good show because Roy Jones was there. Did you manage to speak to him?
No, I didn't see him at fight night. I saw him at the weigh-in. I took a picture of him. George spoke to him, but I was hoping after the fight I'll be able to grab him for a minute. I think his fighter lost, right? Or did he win?
I think his fighter lost.
His fighter lost, so they probably left after.
Yeah. But that was your fourth fight, sorry, because I remember your third fight you boxed in Brighton at the Chris Eubank Tyrone McKenna card of Nissi Sauerland. And then your fifth fight, your most recent fight, you boxed again on the Sauerland card, and that was the day before Fabio Wardley Justice Hooney, because I was in Ipswich in my accommodation. I remember I was watching it on the TV, the show, and I saw your about very good skills and stuff like that. So, and it was October already reminded me to tune in on the on the YouTube to make sure to catch your fight. So that was another good performance, man. So when I know that you've now signed with the Sauerlands, what was yours and George's decision making in coming up with who to sign? Because I know you went around you know, different promoters to give him a little taster of the talent before signing
our thing is we just didn't want to sign a long-term deal. So even with Wasserman, you know, it's not a long-term deal in any facet, where we just want to be on our terms to fight when we want.
Yeah, you don't want to be tied in.
Exactly, don't be tied in, be as active as possible. And then after getting to 10, 12 and 0, 13 and 0, then that's when we can make that decision. But I just feel like you see a lot of fighters, you know, from the jump, they'll sign with a big promotion, and then you're completely reliant on them to get you fights.
And you're stuck sometimes.
Yeah, and then sometimes you're stuck, you're left on the shelf. And then for us, just that freedom to be able, not being in a long-term deal,
so
to be able
what's
to
your
get
deal
on fights.
right now? Is it a fight by fight deal?
Yeah, pretty much.
3 fights, 2 fights, or just a fight by fight?
Yeah, it's nothing long-term at all.
Okay.
And it's just that freedom. We have a very good relationship with Wasserman, and we'll book him on multiple of their shows in the near future and in long-term future as well. But it's at the moment, we just want that freedom to be able to box on as many shows as possible and get our name out there.
Yeah, because I noticed there's a bit of flexibility with your contract with them, because I remember you was due to fight on the TM14 Mark Nielsen's boxing card in York Hall when it was Joel Kadua versus Dan Francis.
June 28th.
Yeah, last month. So, but then you didn't, because I saw you on the post then. And what
on
happened?
the 5th fight, like just lead up to that fight, a minor hand injury. So after that, these last couple of weeks, I just had to rest it, and then now it's fully rest. Got all checked out by the doctors and ready to go back in.
Okay, no, that's good, man. And then, because I thought, you know what it is? I thought, because I checked, because the name Roehrig, and I was thinking German, and when you signed with Sauron, I was thinking, is it like nepotism where you thought Uncle Nissi and Callie's gonna look after you more? No, because sometimes, because you got to think about it. Sometimes you do have to do that, because if you look at Golden Boy fighters, there's a reason why a lot of Latinos and Mexicans are signing with him. You look at PBC, there's a lot of brothers signing, so it's not a thing of it's racism. It's just like sometimes you think
you go to where you think you're gonna get looked after.
Yeah, or where you feel more comfortable, where there's where you're
relatable.
Yeah, relatable. Yeah. So was that a bit of a factor in it? Do you think?
I would say in a way, because obviously Nissa and Callie, they were George's manager. So
Yeah, that's I thought that's what it was. Yeah.
So it's just the relationship is being passed down. Do you understand? Where because they had a really good relationship, and it's George that's dealing with them. He's dealt with them before as a fighter, and he feels comfortable dealing with them now. So it was definitely that relatable. They have past experiences, and they're just good people anyway. They're funny to be around.
Yeah.
They're good to work with.
George has also been promoted by quite a lot of people. So
Definitely.
if anyone was to give you some sound advice, it'd be George, innit? So
100%. He managed himself at one point.
Yeah.
I thought the majority of his career, especially, you know, where he was in the biggest fights of his career, he was managing himself.
Yeah, the Frotch ones and the BADOU Jack fights. I remember he was managing himself. But yeah, it makes good sense, because he finished his career with Sauerlands on that Super Series, where he obviously made the bag, and they was doing Saudi before Saudi. You know what I'm saying? So it makes a lot of sense there. So no, good, very, very clever and calculated decision, which I rate that from you both. So yeah, going back to like, sort of like your passing that, because I know, so at one point was you like in a hostel? So how did that? Did you leave home early or?
Yeah, pretty much. So I left home around 17. I just had some family issues.
Did you leave or did you get kicked out? Which one was it?
Bit of both.
Yeah.
So what was the straw that broke the camel's back? What led to that?
It was just like things in the area that were occurring at that time. My brother just caught M charge, so there were like multiple things in the area that were occurring. That I just thought it was better for me, better for my boxing to get out of the area for the moment.
Oh, okay.
It was, I kind of bounced around. I was staying in East for a little bit, staying in South.
Where in South?
Staying in Morton.
Where?
Morden.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense. Oh, because I was thinking, now it makes more sense to go Croydon, because you come from there to Croydon.
I was thinking, what the?
That's crazy.
Wait, I was though.
Oh, okay.
But but listen, guys, this guy, he is something special, you know.
Yeah,
you know, he rode here, like from Northwest, like just know we're very far from
serious athlete.
Serious athlete, like he rode here.
It's a line back though, so he's cheating.
No,
Still.
I can't do that. So, yeah.
me.
No, okay, more than yeah. That's Lerone Richardson's. He's lived around there. So yeah.
I even lived in Walthamstow for a little bit.
Okay.
Hated East.
Young spray and them man there. RTM. Yeah. And then did you do well, yeah, you've done everywhere then. East, south, north, So yeah, you've been everywhere.
So you're proper versed on London.
So how did you find that finally like, you know, having to live on your own, cook for yourself and do your own bills and stuff like that?
What was you cooking? Was it the chicken and chips?
The basics. So I was definitely cooking the basics. Eggs. Spaghetti, all of that. But it was good. The independence were good as a teenager, and then going into a man, 17, 18, you're like, you know, the independence is good. I think the hardest thing was just traveling back and forth to the gym. That was definitely the hardest. But I still got it in. Like even all the YMCAs I stayed in, they all had like gyms.
Okay.
So then you can train in the gym, and then I'll go I'll do like odd jobs, and then I'll go to boxing training. So you know, for the time being, it was only a short period. I think from 17 to 19, going into 20, so it's made it happen, and it was good to have the independence.
Yeah, no, that's good stuff, man. Because it's hard. That's hard to do at a young age.
A lot,
especially this generation. A lot of them staying at home till they're like 30, 40 years old.
They couldn't survive now.
So yeah, you're
London rent, man. London rent is killing people.
Yeah. That's mad still.
So talk us about your people that you look up to in the boxing world, like not like people you have access to, but like for instance, we got Max and like Tyson there, we got Muhammad Ali. Who's the people that you like, or maybe you grab stuff from, like, oh, I'm gonna use that in my next match, or you watch a lot of stuff like that? Who your idols in the boxing game, or people you look up to?
So from the past, I would say like watching the Four Kings, or was it Three Kings documentary? So it was the Four Kings, like Sugar Ray Leonard, Duran. I've read his autobiography. Thomas Hitman Holmes, Marvin Hagler.
So who, out of the four, who's your guy? You got to pick one, man. You got to pick one.
I'll say Marvin Hagler. I just liked his whole demeanor, where you go, you know, completely away from everyone during his camps. Was just a very rugged, tough, and nothing was given to him. Like,
yes.
They didn't want to give him a world title. He won his world title over here in the UK, and they were throwing stuff at him. Like, nothing came easy for him. And he still managed to get to the top of the sport and, you know, succeed in every facet. So,
no.
Whereas like Sugar Ray, he was the golden boy, you know, won the gold medal, had this stellar amateur career, you know, was making money from day dot. So I'll definitely say like Hagler, he's kind of that, he had always had that chip on his shoulder and he made it out.
Yeah. So then who would you, because funny enough, this question is from Craig Richards. He said, what fighters do you study to learn your distance control? Because he says when he was sparring you, he says that you've got great distance control. So where did you learn that from?
It's probably just something natural, but also I'd say watching guys like Inoue, like
the monster.
Yeah, because if you notice, he's always in the perfect position to like where he's not like to get hit, but for him to land, and especially to land power punches, but he almost, like the UK European style, you step forward with your left foot.
Yes.
And then like when you're throwing a jab, and then you bring it back, or you widen your stance, where his stance always stays in one position at all time, and you almost like hop in and then hop out. So someone like that, in a way, I think his range control is amazing. I like guys like Gervonta Davis, even though they're southpaw. Just watching guys like that. I like to watch more so the lower weight classes than the heavier weight classes, because I always find the lower weight classes are way more skillful, way more technical, and you know, at the high weight you get away with a lot more.
Yeah. funny enough, Inui is my son's favorite fighter. He's 7 years old, but he says Inui is his favorite fighter. Anytime he's on, and especially I think it's good for him because Inui fights when it's like midday, so he obviously can't stay up to watch the 10 o'clock ones. But Inui is always child-friendly times for the UK over in Japan. So
time difference.
Yeah. So that's his favorite fighter. Funny enough. So.
What he's done is crazy. What is he like? 31, 28 knockouts. 31-0, 28 knockouts, something like that.
Yeah. So what's the goals for the near future then? I know you was talking about getting to like 12-0, 13-0. So when roughly are you looking to sort of step up the competition and maybe go for like a Southern area title, English title level style fight?
Whenever George is, believes it's right, but at the time, the division is quite stacked. Those fights are definitely there in the future. When we get to that point, you got young guys like Alois Jr., like they're my age. Definitely guys coming up. And when we get to there, it'll be very exciting fights. But at this point, we'll just...
You're not in a rush.
Get to 10-0, get to 11-0, 12-0. But then there'll be a point where people expect, that make or break fight, that step up. And, definitely we want to go down the traditional route, get Southern area, English title, and British title.
Yeah. So was part of having the flexible deal also to box on a lot of shows, but then also not have, as you said about the pressure, where, for instance, like Pat Brown, they're sticking guys like him on prime time, when then people sort of want to rush will probably want to rush his career and say, we need you to fight that so and so like in your sick fight, when normally the development stage, you get to at least about 15-0 before you start stepping up. So you've kind of sort of stayed under the radar for the most part in the what do you call it, the commercial sense. So is that part of the strategy as well, to sort of get more XP and do your development more under the radar? Yeah,
of course. I think throughout the history of boxing, that's the way it has been. And that's kind of the method where, you'll get to a certain point, you build up, even in our fights, we haven't been fighting, less opposition. I think nearly all my opponents have had winning records, but it's terms of the fact where we get to that point, but it's almost, you see like the Lomachenko effect, where he had won, I think 2 fights and then fought for the world title.
What was his second fight?
Second fight for world title.
He fought Salido,
Yeah, Salido. But that's all depending on your age, your amateur pedigree, and where you think you are. But for me, I'm young, I'm still developing as an athlete, and like you said, professional boxing, amateur boxing, they're 2 different sports. You need to find your grounding, and we're not in no rush. We're gonna get to that point, and then when we get to the point, we're gonna make sure we're ready for those big fights and dare to win and dare to get to the top of the sport.
Yeah.
Have you guys noticed though? Like, I think now there's so much money in the game. There's like there's so many promoters now. Not so many, but there's a lot of promoters now. So it seems like the product can't be saturated no more. It has to be like, it's get busy or get off kind of thing. Like it's like they've like, it's because I think Saudis have come in now. Queensbury, Matchroom, Boxer, GBM. It's like everyone. There's so many. It's like there's so many promotional companies where before there used to be 1 top dog, maybe 2 at best, and you see fighters clamoring, I need to get to this guy, get to that guy. But now, so it's like now the product has to be A1 now. They can't be showing tune-up fights on this card, seeing cards are stacked, and I feel like that's how boxing is. But I like the way you've gone about your business. You ain't kind of giving into that peer pressure. You're doing what you're doing because it'll come. It'll come.
That's it.
Do you also feel that some fighters are almost like, what do you call it, crash coursing their career and almost half trying to cash out early because they don't believe, they don't fully believe in the process that they actually got that ability to, do it the proper way in the development? Because that's what it seems like now. You're hearing a lot of fighters turning over with 3 amateur bouts or no amateur bouts.
It's the Saudi money, bro. When they seen it,
or never have been in the proper what they. I know it as the ABAs, but it's called something because I know there's the two little factions. There's the Alliance and the England thing. So, but they've never been in that proper. What do you call it? England. What's it called? What's that tournament called? The ABAs. What's it called now? Is it still the ABAs?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they've never been in the ABAs. They've just done like a little novice under 10s or a Haringey Box Cup.
Bypass.
And then they just bypass the team. Yeah. And I'm thinking, like, oh, that's it. You know what I mean?
No, I'm telling you, it's this. Everyone's seeing these figures and they think, okay, I think I'm good enough. Let me try and get here as quick as possible.
Yeah. What's your
view on it?
View on that?
Well, like, say for myself, you know, as an athlete, you got to understand the purpose and respect the longevity. You know, all the best athletes, they had longevity and it took them time to get to that point. Whereas now I think it's boxing as well, but I think it's got to do with a generation where everybody wants things rushed. You want it now. And you want it now. I want to be a professional before I've even, you know, been a good amateur. I've learned my trade. You know, I've spent years in the gym. So I think it's just the general consensus is that people now, especially young people, they want to, hey, now, I want to make $1 million now.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I want to get rich now. I want the Rolls Royce now. I want a world champion now. And that's the problem. When they don't understand, it's going to take years. It's like someone like George, you know, he fought for a world title at 24, you know, and continued. And, you know, he had been boxing from the age of 8, 9 years old. You know, it's a long journey. It's a lot of ups and downs. It's not going to be one fight, you know, I beat him, I make it. And I think that's what people are looking for. People are just looking for that instant success. And it's not going to come.
Yeah, like a microwave ready meal.
Exactly.
Rather than, you know, soaking the peas from the night before and
nice
really stewing, you know, the oxtail,
marinating,
marinating. Or in you guys' cases, the suya and aspirin.
And you can't just gain those experiences from, you have to, over time, over years, that's what makes like people great. That's what makes fighters great. Those experiences in and out the ring. And then that's when they're fully marinated, like ready for, you know, their time.
Yeah. People like, they're making their mistakes and it's critical mistakes. So you're not learning, you're getting your apprentice in the gym. They're learning their mistakes and it's costing them. Whereas you're doing what you're doing, putting your hours in the gym and going under the radar and not rushing it. I'm not saying you're picking the perfect fights, but you're picking the right fights. And I think that's what's going on. Everyone wants it now. And that's what's even going on in society. No one wants to work hard for nothing. Everyone wants it now. Even the new kids, these Gen Z guys.
Even the girls, Bonnie Blue.
Yeah. Everyone just wants it now. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Go to the gym. Get lipo.
BBLs.
Ozempic.
What's it, Manjaro, and all sorts. This guy is all going mad out here. But, so what I do like as well is that you are putting in the 10,000 hours. Because so far, also, what was the decision? Because I remember when I first knew you, I saw you sparring, you was a light heavyweight, and then you debuted, and obviously you're now a cruiserweight. So what was the decision to jump up, go to cruiserweight as a professional? Because normally most pros will start off sort of draining themselves out as a light heavy, and then when it gets a bit too much, then they'll, you know, because that's like 2 stone you got to put on.
It's like a massive jump. It was just that getting down to 79, we'd done, obviously George is very, you know, knowledgeable in, you know, weight cutting and everything like that. So when we did try to get down to that weight, we went to Harley Street and we got like our body measurements. So I was like at 81 kilos, like felt like the lightest I could have got to at that point. And then they done like my body measurement and I was like 5% body fat and still had like 2 kilos to go.
When was this? In camp, out of camp?
In camp, like you see, to get your professional license, it does take a while.
Oh, the medical,
so you're training up until then, and then you're doing everything, you know, doing the eye test, doing, you know, brain scan, all of that. So it was around that time, and then he was just like, you know, you're still growing, you know, 21, you're still growing. You're still gonna add muscle mass in the future. If it's gonna be this hard now, it's not. You're in 3-4 years when you're 24, 25. You're not gonna be able to. You're not gonna feel good, you know, because over the years, as a man, you're just gonna put on more muscle mass. You know, your bone density. You know, you get heavier, and so we made an informed and I would say more sort of healthy decision. You know, because I think you see a lot of fighters, they'll, you know, try go down a weight class, push their body to the limit just to get that little size advantage.
Yeah, but that's...
And then, you know, it takes your chin away. It takes, you know, that's how your brain's getting rattled, where you don't have, you know, water around your skull. You know, your brain's getting rattled over the years on the temple. Yeah. And, you know, people don't realize weight cutting is one of the biggest factors of brain damage in boxing. And, you know, you see a lot of prospects, you know, they get knocked out because, you know, after 4, 5, 6 rounds, they ain't got their legs on them. They ain't got, you know, and that's not due to they're not good. It's just due to them cutting the weight in the wrong way from the beginning.
Yeah, I don't understand why people actually think they're gonna gain an advantage. It's crazy. I know you might be bigger, might have longer reach, maybe, but in my opinion, I just think that's the worst move you could ever do in boxing.
Well, do you know what it is? A lot of it comes down to coaches.
I was going to say that.
Because they tell you that as a kid. They're like, come on, suck lemons and put a bin liner on and go in the sauna. All those things that are totally banned by the British Boxing Board of Control.
It's the culture.
Yeah, it's the culture. But they're telling you to do all this stuff. Yeah, you'll be massive. And it's from the amateurs, they'll tell you this. And it's just ingrained in your brain. But as you said, even if you did start off at light heavyweight, it would have long-term effects on your career and shorten the years on your career. Because even when people say, oh, I just wanted to do one more fight, they get stopped or something, then they go up a weight, but by then the damage is already done. So the punch resistance has already been punched out of you. So even when you go up a weight, you think you're going to be, oh, I feel great now, but no, what you did there, it's like a recovering alcoholic. You might say you're fit and you're doing your gym and you're sober for 10 years, but those 15 years you was back in them Stellas and them Ks.
Your nervous system will never be the same.
It will never be the same, unfortunately. So it's a very wise decision you did there.
And that was because of George, because George is extremely knowledgeable. Maybe if I had another trainer, boom, they would have been totally different.
George has probably learned that himself, because I remember he used to be dead on the scales and stuff. So these are probably things he's probably learned.
Yeah,
you know,
that was one of the facets. He had a great career, but in terms he didn't have a particular long career. He retired at 30, and you know, that's one of the. So even though I learned from all his knowledge, I also can learn from his mistakes.
Because
he who feels it knows it, as they say. No, that's very. And then also another thing which you're most known for is your infamous spars with quite a lot of people. So far you've sparred what, 3 of the current cruiserweight champions.
Yeah. In
Opetai, which I was there witness for, very good, and BADOU JACK.
Yeah.
And BILLAM SMITH.
Yeah.
So sparring, 3 world champions in your weight class who are current world champions, not former or whatever, like back in the day or whatever. How has that helped you in your development, and what did you take away from each of those particular spars, would you say?
Different things, BILLAM, BADOU JACK, they all have different styles. But for me, it was just opened my mind up to know what it takes to be a world champion. The layers upon layers that, you have to build to, get the full system around you, in a team, in a training camp, and as a fighter. So, guys like BILLAM, he always gave me great advice after spars. Only sparred BADOU JACK on 2 occasions and Opetai on 2 occasions.
Yeah.
But it was definitely where you see like someone like BADOU JACK, he's an old world champion where
he
he's
fought George.
been in the game for years.
Fought George, he
then
fought James.
It's gone like full circle where he's fighting George, and then now George is training, and then now I'm his fighter sparring someone he fought a couple of years back.
Yeah.
Almost, so, and he's still in good form. He won his last fight, And
Well, you sparred him for his last fight.
Huh? Yeah, just before his
You
last
sparred
fight.
him in prep for it at the same Churchill gym with you.
Yeah. So, you know, definitely showed me that. I remember you telling me, you know, never get too overconfident, never think you've made it before you've made it. Like someone like him, he's still, you know, giving 100% in the gym, looking after his body. So it was definitely take little things from everyone.
Yeah. So I remember when the Jai Opetai spar, because I remember it was Craig got invited, but he couldn't make it for some reason. And then I saw you walk through the door, and I was like to base, I was like, "Rah, watch this, you know this." And then I was pleasantly surprised how well you did against Jai, because you know Jai's, we've seen, you know, his highlight reels, what he's able to do to guys, and you know you more than held your own in there. But then I even spoke to Jai. I interviewed him afterwards, and he said how impressed he was with you, and he thought that he was going to come in and just have like a little move around with a couple of guys, and then you shocked him like how well you done and stuff like that. So you were saying he definitely wants to like work with you again and stuff like that. And then I saw that you was out in Saudi. Yeah, where you sparred him again.
He said to come out to Riyadh to get some rounds, so that's what we did. Yeah, got another 6 rounds with him out in Riyadh.
Yeah. No, that's really good. So the only world champion then out is Zurdo.
Yeah.
So
and has that fight been made, Opetai and Zurdo?
It's in big talk. So Turkey's gonna cough up the dough. He's got all that. So
not like he hasn't.
I don't think it's gonna be a struggle for him to get that one over the line. So yeah, you plan to do some rounds with Zurdo to complete the set?
Hopefully. Where's he trained? Mexico? Or I think
might
America.
be America. I think it's LA. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
So definitely.
LA or Phoenix. I know he trains at that House of something, because I know him and Benavidez do quite a lot of rounds together.
Yeah.
So it might be down in Phoenix or somewhere in California. I forgot where, but I know the name of the gym, but I forgot exactly where it's located. But I think it might be in Phoenix, but it's in America. So yeah, man, you should think about getting some of that.
Last one ticked off.
Who's your favorite out of the cruiserweights? Who's your favorite fighter out of the 4?
It's got to be Opetai. I'd say right now he's, you know, killing it. You know, even beating top opposition and the way he's doing it. And then, he just, when I was out in Riyadh with him, done multiple sessions with him, and his intensity, you know, him as a person, you just see why he's a great fighter. You know, he's made for fighting. You can just see his mentality. He's definitely, you know, made to be where he is.
Yeah. Other than the sparring, was you like in his camp around him? You see how he moved?
Yeah. We got to chill with him. You know, we got to be in his camp. You know, those guys are really good people. I wish Australia wasn't so far, because otherwise we'd go, you know, spend a proper camp with him. Like all his coaches were good people, and definitely showed that, you know, boxing, he had like a not a big team, but he had like a good few people, and then they all had their role to play. Everyone had their role to play. You had your S&C coach, you know, you had your 2 coaches, you had his father, you know, had the videographer, and then it was just like, you know, boxing, it's an individual sport, but when you get into those levels, you need that team, you know, you need that support and, you know, that structure, and that was definitely something he had it really down to a T. Yeah.
So then back to like the domestic scene. I know you're young. There's quite a lot of up and coming prospects in your current weight division. There's, you know, Tommy Fletcher. There's who's the other 6'6" one? John Hedges. You've got Alois Williams. You've got Vidal Riley, but he's a bit older. You've even got a potential bag fight in Tommy Fury. He's 26, so he's not that much older than you lot.
Tommy Fury.
What is he fighting?
Tommy.
Love Island Tommy.
Yeah, but listen,
he can fight.
He's in the rankings.
He's in the rankings. He's high in the rankings, and he's beat Jake Paul.
What the hell?
I know everyone laughs, but he's still got the dub, and he's ranked highly, and he's a money fight. So if you want some, you know what I mean.
Of course.
But he's got the name. I mean,
but does he still, like, he's made a lot of dough? I don't know.
No, he fought the other week, you know.
Did he?
Yeah, he fought the other month. That's why he's in the rankings. Otherwise, they put inactive on BoxRec.
He fought like a proper.
Yeah, like I didn't.
A pro, he didn't fight a misfits. It was a pro fight. It was like a 6-rounder though, but he's still just you know ticking the register. I imagine. But yeah, so is any of those guys on your radar at the moment?
Yeah, of course. I've done rounds with multiple of those guys. Definitely when the time comes and say I'm going for a Southern English British title and on the opposite side, then that will make for great fights. And yeah, over the time we're going to continue building our name. And whenever a fight like that pops up, any of those guys, fully confident in taking those fights. And there's a lot of great fights to be had in the future.
Yeah.
Did you watch the Alloys versus Elizora the other day?
Fight, but I saw the highlights.
Yeah. So who was?
I've done rounds with both of them.
Oh yeah. Well, I've seen you. Who would you say some of the best work you've got from in sparring? Because I've seen you spar Craig. I've seen you spar Chev Clark. I saw you spar Ben Whitaker. Yes, and Jai Opetai, obviously. But like, yeah, who would you say some of the guys you've got the best work from and learned the most from?
On the British scene, I'll probably say Craig from start of my career, done loads of rounds, and I'll say cruiserweight probably Vidal. I only got to spar him once, but that was really good work. I think our styles do match very well, where we're both thinking fighters.
Yes.
And it's from people outside. They said it was really beautiful to watch. So, and Whitaker as well. Whitaker was great round as well.
So
yeah.
So your division, I think people are clamoring for this fight, Vidal versus Alloys. If you had to pick one, who would you say would win that?
I'll probably say Vidal. I think Vidal would be too slick, got the better punch selection, and got more tools in the bag, and probably get it done over the distance.
So do you have dual nationality, or is it just British?
Yeah, I have dual nationality, French and British.
Oh, okay, I was thinking because I was gonna say, because I wrote down a thing because I thought it was German dual nationality, because I was gonna say, what was you thinking of maybe doing going on some Wasserman shows in Germany, because I know they probably want to build up that that market again, because they haven't done so since the likes of Klitschko's era. And obviously they've got Ajit Kabayel. They've had a lot of good German fighters over the years, Jürgen Bremer, Sven Otka. Now, even with cruiserweights, they've got Hussein Sankara, the one who's been calling out Jai recently. They've even got Firat Arslan, who's still going strong at 54 for world champion. Yeah, he's still going. He's mad. One Turkish brother. Yeah, so I was thinking maybe, have you thought about boxing out in France as well?
Yeah, we'd love that. Anywhere, Germany, France. The time I've been pro, I've travelled more places. Even though I've fought abroad, just being with George, I travelled more places in the last 6 months than I ever have in my life. So it's something, any opportunity could get to fight anywhere. It could be the middle of nowhere, in the Middle East, it could be America, it could be, South America, anywhere in Europe, you take the opportunity. Yeah. Because it's about experiences, fighting in those type of places. Like if there was a fighting event in Gibraltar, I would love to go there, go see the monkeys again, have a fight.
Yeah, I see you betting it on the balcony.
One of them came to my hotel room.
Yeah, I see on the balcony. That was mad when I see that. I was
ended up coming into my bed.
Really?
Yeah, come onto my bed. I was like feeding it those little milk cartons you get on the side. And it was like drinking milk from the...
That's bad. That's bad. Oh, that's actually sick.
Dr. Doolittle.
So also, when it comes to like the mindset and the focus when you're in a fight, how do you approach a fight mentally? Like, are you one of those people who want to be all alone? Do you prefer people around you before a fight? And what's the mentality when you're going into the ring? What's your mindset when you're walking towards the ring?
Yeah, in terms of before, I would say I don't mind having people around me. It's just got to be the right type of people, those who understand boxing, because you might just have a person that, is just there, might be a social friend or someone from the outside, but they don't know nothing about boxing. So they might just think it's a normal day. And for me, I just want the right people. I've got a great team, terms of, I usually have Luke Ramos around me, Josh Burnham, Danny Rowe, those type of guys. You know, they boxed before, they understand the environment, and then, you know, going into the fight, you know, in terms of the changing room, you know, I'm not a quiet, you know, some people are very, everything needs to be in place, you know, OCD.
Oh yeah. What you, yeah, like he's got to be all that.
Particular routine and stuff.
Particular routine. For me, I'm not really like that. I'm
superstitious.
Quite, yeah, I'm quite laid back. I got no superstitions. You know, if I've had a good train, you know, feel fit, had a good couple of weeks of training, then, you know, that's it for me. And I'm just slowly get into the zone. And, you know, kind of, I wouldn't say you kind of go into alter ego, but in a way you do kind of change where
that switch flips.
And then, you know, get ready to.
People should say that about Joshua Barazzi a lot.
Yeah. I would say he definitely, because you see him outside, you wouldn't think he's going to be like how he is when he is in there. So, it's very different.
I think it's a good thing to have that switch where, you know, you kind of have yourself in normal day to day, and then you have that switch where you can have that alter ego as an athlete. It definitely helps.
Yeah. But Mike Tyson, I remember him famously saying that when you watch a person box, the way they fight is reminiscent of their personality makeup. So even if you're quite placid, there's something inside you where even if you've got that inner rage and that inner fire, that will then come out in expressing yourself when you're in the ring. Or say you're just a normal, you know, shy, you walk around like quite shy, but then when you're in the ring, you're like styling on people. So you might be a person who's in the mirror at home or singing in the shower, but you're a bit shy outside, but deep down you want to be a superstar. So once you're in there, it's like, wow, lights, camera, action.
You agree with that?
Do you agree with that sentiment?
I would say I like that statement a lot. When you kind of probably go into the psychological aspect of things, even though you might not realize it yourself, there's probably that inner like subconscious thing about you that it comes out into the ring. Yeah,
because you know Mike Tyson, he's very deep.
Very deep.
Yeah, you
very,
tweet
very
him, he's
deep.
very deep.
Yeah.
So anything else you wanted to?
No, I don't think I touched on anything. We're going penultimate round or?
Yeah. But first, when are you next looking to? September.
So now everything's fully healed. You know, back
What
punching.
What was the issue? You said you had a hand issue. What was it in particular?
Just a minor ligament issue.
Okay.
But it's got it all sorted out. You know,
did you have to have surgery or?
No surgery. So, you know, thank God. That's one of the things where I just had to completely rest it. No punching. Took some time off, and done me some good. And, you know, be back out ready for September. Date in September.
Yeah. Oh, and also, who was it? I remember I saw an interview with you and Dan Aziz. He was saying that he remembers you when you was little, that you was like quite chunky, like James Degale was chunky. So what was, how was it sort of like, what was you boxing at that time, or was it before you started boxing?
Yeah, it was probably, but I think when I sparred him, it's like you go through phases in life. And then I've never been like mad chunky. I think,
is it trying to clear it up? I think I'm trying to clear it up. No.
like mad chunky, but
Set the record straight.
But that's what he said.
No, but that reminds me of Benavides.
Oh, but he just constant. He outside the ring, he's eating beer, empanadas.
Yeah, but no, but even when he was proper young, you see, he had the chubby cheeks.
Oh no, yeah, when he was young, he looked mad big, but
you know what I'm saying?
Mad hands though.
Mad hands.
Always. Yeah, but I would say that was just like a little phase.
So he just caught you slipping. You see?
Yeah, that was probably the time where I was like living in East. And I wasn't cooking, so I was ordering bare takeaways.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, you know, you're ordering takeaways. Then you're pretty much eating bad food every day. So that probably went to him to spar, and it was probably mad chunky.
It's probably because you got all them packet noodles and
exactly.
pasta that blows you up. Yeah, it blows you up after a while. No, but that's what it is.
It holds all the water in you.
Yeah, it's like like the gel food. It just bloats you up. But I'm glad you cleaned it up. But you know,
but
good
shout
to see.
out to Dan. He's good
big up Dan. Each and every time he went my school fronting up. But no, you keep yourself in good shape, and you seem like a very dedicated athlete, and you're in good hands. So
you lived the life.
Yeah, 100% for sure.
Yeah, man. No, good. So yeah, we're gonna go into the penultimate round. This is a series of questions.
Be careful, mate. Can stitch you up. Just be careful.
Multiple choice. So bring that bell.
Bing.
You might need to click that.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you did. Okay.
No. Did you see when I got up?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I.
No, just checking.
Red corner or blue corner?
Red corner.
Left hook or straight right?
Left hook.
Everlast or fly?
Everlast.
Cleto Reyes or Grants?
Grants.
Winning or rival?
Winning.
Paffin Sports or RDX?
RDX.
Leon or Venom?
Leon.
For boots, Nike or Adidas?
Nike.
Everlast or Lonsdale?
Everlast.
Wembley Arena or Stamford Bridge for venue?
Wembley Arena.
Tupac or Biggie?
Tupac.
Nas or Jay-Z?
Nas.
Yeah, no.
We'll get a bit more recent for you because you weren't.
No, but
what year was you
when
born?
it's
I
them
listen
guys
to
there,
Nas,
you got to respect them. Them people, the young go back in time for them guys.
Yeah,
Go
true.
through the generations.
Yeah, go through the Bryson Tiller or Brent Fires?
Bryson Tiller.
Future or Tory Lanez?
Future.
We'll keep it more local now. Fredo or Digger D?
Fredo.
Central C or AJ Tracy?
Central C.
CGM Striker or Bashi?
CGM. No, Bashi. I don't know them.
Oh, you don't know Bashi?
See, that's what. Yeah, showing his
Right.
age.
Right.
Wait, why would he know him?
I don't really listen to. Well, that's
Okay.
grime though, right?
Probably
That's like,
no.
Bashi's
Bashi's
not-
no.
he's
I think
multi, innit?
he's both. Yeah, grime and rap. Yeah.
Yeah, but then kind of he's done a few pop songs as well.
Yeah,
He's done multi. Rattling or C-Biz?
Rattling.
Okay. Shout out Podgy Figures from Acton as well, by the way. For podcasts, Real Talk True Stories or The Session?
Real Talk True Stories.
Which one is Real Talk True Stories?
ASB.
Oh,
I don't know.
I'm not familiar.
Oh, you don't know?
No.
I'm not familiar. I'm familiar with The Session though.
All right. For shopping centres, West 12 Shopping Centre or Kings Mall?
What's 12?
West 12.
What's 12?
I don't know.
What's going on then?
This is someone from West is giving me these things.
Nah, who's just trying to stitch up? What the? West 12 Shopping Centre.
Someone told me West
Bro.
12 or Kings Mall. Do you know Kings Mall?
I haven't heard of Kings Mall. I know.
As we go on Westfield and Brent Cross.
I know Westfield.
No, all right.
I know Brent Cross.
Yeah, that was the next one. I was going to do for Westfields, Shepherd's Bush or Stratford.
Shepherd's Bush.
Yeah, that is better.
Well, sorry to cut you off. The village has been closed though. Is the village closed? Because like in the thing where you won't go and buy a designer, I think they can't. I think they've closed it off now.
You're doing construction or something.
Oh, okay, is it construction or no one's got time, bro?
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. All Stars or Del Youth?
Both. But Del Youth.
Okay. Bagel King or Bagel Bite?
Bagel King.
DJ's Caribbean or Central Caribbean?
DJ's Caribbean.
You know them shops, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Acton Park, Queen's Park or Wendell Park?
Queen's Park.
Little Venice or Camden Lock?
Little Venice.
Harrow Road or Portobello Road?
Harrow Road.
Michael Buffer or Jimmy Lennon Jr.?
Michael Buffer.
Ali or Tyson?
Ali.
Jack Johnson or Joe Lewis?
Do you know
Joe
Jack
Lewis.
Johnson is?
Yeah, he was the guy with gold teeth, right?
Yeah, he had the grills
yeah.
originally, yeah.
The womanizer.
Yeah.
He liked the snow. He liked a bit of snow.
He liked the Caucasian
He
ladies.
liked the snow.
I've read something about him.
Ray Robinson or Ray Leonard?
Ray Robinson.
So for up and coming sort of fights, Better Biev or Bivol in number 3. How do you see that one going?
Bivol points.
Canelo versus Crawford.
Canelo points.
David Benavidez versus Anthony Yard.
Benavidez stoppage.
Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr.
Haney points.
Shakur Stevenson versus Javonte Davis.
Shakur Stevenson points.
Zurdo Ramirez versus Jai Opetai.
Opetai.
Stoppage.
I think points because Zurdo, he's got
a big.
He doesn't get wobbled, you know.
He's
You know,
got
it's
like
like
a
he never
brick
gets.
head.
He's got a big head.
And he's got some big like quads as well.
Big leg, big midriff. He's got.
It'll probably be Opetai points.
Yeah, because he's just a big unit.
I don't see him. I've never. Yeah, you're right. I've never seen him get wobbled or stumbled.
But there's always a first.
Yeah, always.
But he's well hydrated. Naoya Inoue versus Junto Nakatani.
Inoue.
I think
That's a good fight, though.
You're
going Nakatani.
I'm going Nakatani if that fight comes off. He's the one guy I just think
that could pull it off.
Could
Got
do
the
it.
blueprint.
Yeah, that could do it. Lawrence Okoli versus Richie Riakpo.
Coley.
David Adelaide versus Filip Hrgovic.
Adelaide.
You think you pull it off, yeah?
I think you pull it off.
Well, that's it's West London, man. Anthony Joshua or
Adelaide.
Tyson Fury.
Joshua.
Caroline Dubois or Terry Harper.
Caroline Dubois.
Ellie Scottney versus Sky Nicholson.
Ellie Scottney.
Do you watch any UFC?
Yeah.
John Jones or Tom Aspinall.
John Jones retired.
But they're still trying to get the
living
money.
life.
Yeah.
I still got to go with John Jones.
Yeah. But how do you see?
Well, at this age though?
Yeah, I think he could still. I know that Tom Aspinall is
Good.
like, really, really good. But I think you just got to go with John Jones. Like, people call him, I don't know too much MMA, but people call him the GOAT. Greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Never lost. So,
yeah. How do you see Tom Aspinall versus that Cyril Garner going? That's the next fight for him.
Man, he's gonna beat him.
Tom Aspinall.
Quicker than John Jones, though?
Well, I don't know if it'll be quicker, but he'll beat him.
BMW or Mercedes?
Mercedes.
Audi or Lexus?
Audi.
Rolls Royce or Bentley?
Rolls Royce.
Dark skin or light skin?
Light skin.
Blonde or brunette?
Brunette.
Looks or personality?
Personality.
Natural or surgery? Natural or surgery?
Natural.
Slimline or curvy thick?
Curvy thick.
Garage or house music?
Garage.
Drum and bass or jungle? That's a bit before your time.
Drum and bass.
R&B or hip hop?
R&B.
Dancehall or Afro beats?
Dancehall.
Reggae or revival?
Reggae.
Soca or calypso?
Soca.
I
I don't know them two.
What?
Soca or Calypso.
You should know.
I hate them both.
You should know. You
Nah,
go.
what is
You
it?
go Notting Hill Carnival.
Yeah.
You need to definitely hear it there.
What's it like?
Follow the leader, follow the leader.
So it's like, you know, when you see all the people in the costumes, it's that when they're by the trucks,
The more fast paced.
yeah, that mad, yeah, the stuff you hear coming out of the floats.
I
That's
hate
definitely that.
Soca, bro.
I only like it like once a year.
Yeah.
Oh damn, I've lost my bloody thing.
Carnival's coming up soon.
Coming up, yeah, next month.
Yeah, they weren't almost not going to be on, innit?
Yeah, it was up in the air.
Funding or something, this and that.
What's it? Oxtail or Asun?
Oxtail.
Patty or meat pie?
Patty.
Curry goat or curry chicken?
Curry goat.
Festival or dumpling?
Festival.
Shepherd's pie or cottage pie?
Shepherd's pie.
Do you know the difference
In what?
in shepherd's pie and cottage pie?
Not really.
I think, what's it? One's made of lamb, one's made of beef. Am I wrong?
It must
Because
be.
I just wanted to know. Cause I think I might.
I think shepherds might be lamb.
Lamb or
shepherd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I learned something new today.
Come on. Pie mash or fish and chips?
Pie mash.
You get the liquor as well. Are you a liquor fan?
I'm lying because I've never even been to a pie mash shop.
Yeah, that's
Haven't
like.
you?
But you've had what are you saying? Just had
But
the
I've
little
had
puckers, the little
basic pie
pucker.
and mash.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah, with normal gravy.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the green tea.
You're not a liquor fan?
I've had it, but I prefer the normal,
eel juice.
I prefer the I prefer the normal Bisto.
Yeah, it's gravy.
It's normal gravy.
Yeah.
But that's not the traditional stuff.
I know the traditional of the liquor. I've had it in Manzi's in Peckham, in Tower Bridge. Evian or Volvic?
Evian.
Voss or Fiji?
Fiji.
Lucasade Sport or Wow Hydrate?
Lucasade Sport.
Nando's or Roosters?
Nando's.
The new it's Africana now. You need to get that in there. That's the up and coming.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Matchroom or Queensbury?
Queensbury.
I would say Wasserman or Boxer, but that's a bit obvious. Top Rank or PBC?
PBC. Top Rank's probably better now. PBC.
Is it?
Yeah.
Top Rank's took over.
Yeah, definitely. Bob's had a way better years. He's consistent.
Okay, that's true. Yeah, consistent, but
and he's not charging. Do you prefer town life or countryside life?
Town life.
Skillibeng or Sken?
Skillibeng.
Massacre or Alkaline?
Alkaline.
Valiant or Baker?
Baker.
Movado or Vibes Cartel?
Vibes Cartel.
Sizzler or Capleton?
Sizzler.
Come on. And the last ones I had for you was, where is it?
Wait, Chelsea or Fulham?
Chelsea.
That's
That's because George. I've never been like a big football fan. George always represented Chelsea, so now
He's
Chelsea.
a do or die Chelsea fan.
Huh?
I said he's
Gentrification.
a do or die Chelsea fan, ain't he?
Oh yeah, no, he's probably a do or die, yeah. Gentrification or no gentrification?
To be honest, when things are gentrified, they're not even gentrified. That's great. I don't know if that makes sense.
Elaborate.
Like the other day, Newham is gentrified, and I see still the same stuff going on.
That's true. Sometimes, yeah, you can change the people, but the behaviour doesn't change. Yeah.
So gentrify is more like the left side of politics.
No, it's like more or less. It's more like when
Some always say like
they make the place
Brixton,
nice.
Yeah.
See, like Brixton now,
Yeah.
it was more, and then now you got a lot of yuppies coming in, a lot of
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
changing.
So it could change to any kind of demographic. Could be suits.
Yeah.
Could be hippies. Could be, but just a change of man.
Could be for the worse.
Worse,
Could be
yeah,
like
exactly.
junkies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Worse or better.
Yeah. Cafes or street food?
Street food.
For eating in or takeaway?
Eating in.
Wireless Festival or Notting Hill Carnival?
Notting Hill Carnival.
And last one, I know it's going to be a tough choice. James Degale or George Groves?
I knew that was gonna be. I swear. Right.
It's got to be George, man.
Yeah.
He's ready to zip up. And he continue winning. So I know the girl is doing bare knuckle now, right?
Yeah, I see him doing the bare knuckle BKB.
The payday.
No, I think he's bored.
Bored, yeah.
But I hope he doesn't disgrace himself like Frankie Gavin did, because that was sad.
Yeah, that
He
was.
got knocked out.
And Frank Gavin was such a
Yeah, he
standout
got
amateur.
knocked out in like seconds by any civilian.
Yeah.
That wound me up.
He didn't live the life, Gavin, man, and he was such a standout amateur.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
He was the only
fun
world
time was
champion.
he had too much fun.
Catches up with you.
Yeah, as we was talking about earlier.
The only amateur world champion from Britain.
Yeah,
Gold, gold. Yeah, the first to win a medal was Carl Froch, won a bronze, and that same tournament, David Hay afterwards won the silver. And he was on the way to winning the gold. He gave the guy a standing count, the Cuban, and then he ran out of gas, kind of like what happened with Carl Thompson, and he got stopped. And then Frankie Gavin, years later, got the gold, man. So, yeah, man. But then, funny enough as well, talking about like gold medals, Northwest was the ones who kind of put the gold medal stuff on it, because Audley first, and then James was the next, because Amir got the silver. So really, NW, them man, the North Wheezy, they was bringing the gold medals. I remember that brother. What's it? Where did we come from? Yeah, son. Tell me my name is Cheers, son.
Have you heard that tune? Bashy's on that.
Yeah, he's on that song. He's on that song. With
Listen
Big
to
Man
it back.
No,
But that's
the
old
lyricist,
school.
but
Yeah.
song.
But watch it back. Type it in on YouTube. Just say North Wheezy. You don't know channel you do.
What?
Channel U.
Channel AKA.
Yeah. No, it got changed to that. It started off as Channel
know,
U.
but I was thinking he might know the AKA one. But yeah, even still too long ago.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, nah, man. So yeah, no, thank you for coming on. Hope you enjoyed it. I think everyone's got to learn a lot more about you, and we'll definitely keep an eye on your future and journey.
Yeah,
and keep up the great work, man. So
yeah, been a pleasure. Thank you for having me on.
Appreciate you coming down.
Oh yeah, let everyone know your social media handles where they can follow you.
So on Instagram, Lucas Roehrig 1, and pretty much all other platforms, Lucas Roehrig 1. And yeah, hopefully have a fight date for September. And yeah, go 6-0.
Come on, you know the set. And there you have it, guys. It's Danny Glover from Fight Fan TV Live. It's proud. Sorry. There you have it, guys. Fight Fan, you know. There you have it, guys. It's another episode of the Neutral Corner, proudly sponsored by Treasure Boxing Club. It's Danny Glover.
It's Big Lex.
And today we have the cruiserweight prospect and future world champion, Lucas Lights Out Roehrig. And I like the way you've got that name from James Toney. It's a big boy name.
Yeah.
And remember, guys, persistence beats resistance. You know where it is. Ha ha.